Hey you guys, what's up? Hey girl, hey, it is your girl Tash. Welcome back. So for today's video, y'all, we're gonna talk some trash. I'm ready to talk some trash. These are my fails of 2020. But before we get into the intro, well, the musical part of it then, I just want to say, if any of these are your favorite products, your holy grails, your ride or dies, girl, don't take offense to it, because there's a lot of products that you may love that I don't love. We all have different expectations. We all have different skin types and all of that. So what may be like holy grail status and look stunning on your skin may not look stunning on mine. What may last on your lids all day may not last on mine. And what concealer may not crease on you may crease on me. So without further ado, let's talk some trash. So first things first, I am going to, and I don't remember if I mentioned this product in 2019's fails, but I'm definitely going to mention it this year. This is horrible on me, and I have tried so many different ways to make this product work, and the reason that I'm still hanging on to it is because I feel like my skin goes through changes quite a bit. Like, for example, when I first started doing YouTube again, I was dehydrated. My skin was dehydrated. It was super duper dry. Now it's combo, and I haven't been combo since high school. So this powder is so horrible on me. It makes me look like the Sahara Desert. So a lot of people love this. It is the Collab Set the Stage Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder. For me, there's nothing fine about this. And this is, you know, Collab can be a little up there in price for drugstore. So I don't know. I'm gonna hold on to it for just a little bit longer. I'm gonna try it out again sometime here in 2021 and try to make it work. Third time maybe be the charm. If not, I'm tossing it, or, you know, gonna try to find somebody in my family that can use it, because at this point I've already dipped my grubby little hands in it quite a bit and it just doesn't work well for me. Moving on to the next one. This is a newer one that I've tested out in late 2020. This is by Wet n Wild, the Starlux Glitter Highlighter Duo. First of all, the color shades I felt like were really off on their website, so it was hard to tell like what's gonna work, what's not gonna work. I thought this shade would. It doesn't. It'll make a beautiful eyeshadow. It's not totally not usable, and it wasn't like it was expensive, but at the same time, you know, you're still spending money on it. You want to be able to use it. It's a pain in the butt to return when you order from them, so on and so forth. So I wasn't the biggest fan of this cream side. I don't know why they just didn't put like a blush or another highlighter in there, or I don't know, but it just wasn't all that. And they make some of the most beautiful drugstore highlighters ever. The next one for me is this e.l.f. a Bite Size Face Duo in Coconut. I don't know what it is. The bronzer looks perfectly fine, and when I swatch it, it looks fine. But when I put this on my face, it makes me look like really muddy, like somebody punched me in the face, or I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it was meant to be a blush. I don't know, but I tried using it several times as a bronzer. This is way too dark for me to use as a blush, so it looks like a bronzer, right? Not too bad. Again, it's super affordable. I think those are only $3, but it just, I feel like it was a waste of $3 and I could have bought something else, you know? One thing that has disappointed me many times over the course of maybe like, I don't know, since Maybelline Fit Me, their line came out, is their Fit Me blushes. And I don't know what it is, but literally every one of these that I have tried has these little specks of glitter in it. And if you're someone that has dry skin, or you're aging, you have textured skin, large pores, all of that, this is gonna do nothing but highlight that texture. And I know that one of these I read said it was a matte blush. These are not matte. They're all shimmery, and I swear this one, or maybe a different one that I bought, if you look at the top layer, it looks matte. But once you really get down in there, as you're going, time goes on and you're using it, they're all glowy. And they're a great price, great size. You would think that, I just don't understand why they're all so glowy. Somebody, please, like, one of my favorite drugstore brands is Hard Candy. I've done quite a few videos on my channel using their products, and they're very popular. They were very popular back in the day when I was in high school. They used to be sold at Sephora. They were poppin'. They were like up there with Urban Decay. Well, then as time went on, they ended up becoming exclusive to Walmart and on their website, yada, yada, yada. But what I don't understand about Hard Candy is why we are in 2020 and almost stepping into 2021, but we still can't be inclusive. Because you're affordable, or what? My problem with Hard Candy is they make amazing products like this, but who else is going to be able to wear this that's any darker than me? This is pretty light for a bronzer. I actually don't have any other bronzers in my collection lighter than this. I can barely wear this in the summertime, and I just don't understand why when, I mean, do you see how light that is? You can barely see it. Why did you release, you know, a blush and a bronzer and then a glowy version, but you release one shade? Your customer base is all shades. And I guess I just don't understand. To me, if you're going to be in the drugstore, you need to be inclusive to everybody. And I'm not just, you know, bashing on them. I'm not trying to be super negative, but it's really annoying. I feel like we are at a time where when Tarte did what they did when they released their Shape Tape foundation, everybody should have learned. And it's like, if you can't be inclusive, then why are you here? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. So the next product that I loved when I initially tried it, and that is why I say, don't always go based off first impressions. This is why I keep you guys up to date with products over time. And that is why at the end of the year, I think it's important to do these videos, because over the course of time, products that may have worked for you for, you know, 3 to 6 months, you go to try it again and it's like what happened? This used to be one of my favorite products, and it no longer works for you. And that's just how it is with makeup, hair products, personal hygiene products. Sometimes it just happens. Our body chemistry changes, our skin type changes. It just happens. So I was really disappointed to see that this no longer worked for me. This is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Foundation, and I love the dewy finish that this had on it. It added just enough coverage, and it was so lightweight. It doesn't work for me anymore. It just, I don't know. I just don't think it looks as pretty on my skin as it once did. And so it wound up being a fail because it does not perform like it used to when I first tried it and when I, you know, continued to wear it for several months. So I don't know. This next one is by Pacifica, which I love Pacifica. I actually discovered them at Target several years ago. This is their Natural Minerals, a light multi-mineral BB cream. It is an all-in-one bare skin tint, plus illuminating primer, plus perfecting finish, plus shade matching technology. They're cruelty-free and 100% vegan. They can be a little on the pricey side. It just really depends on what you purchase from them, but they're by no means cheap at the drugstore. And when I think of Pacifica and a brand that is 100% vegan and cruelty-free, and they have all these skincare benefits and they're up there in price, I think of products that are actually going to work on everybody's skin tone, from, you know, teens to tweens to 30-somethings to 50 plus. And products like this just blow my mind, that you put this on the skin and it essentially does nothing. And then when it starts to dry down, it's like, why does it look so dry? You know what I mean? I don't understand. And I was really disappointed by this. I don't know, like, who asked for these things? Trying to keep it positive. I just, you know, some products I just can't. So the next one has never worked for me, and so many dry skin people rave about this that I just keep trying it and trying it and trying it, and at this point I'm done. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. Why do people like this? Like, even now that I have a dry T, or excuse me, an oily T-zone, I've tried to use this in my T-zone, and it just makes my skin look like I am a 30 plus living in, I don't know, like 80 or 90 plus. It looks like I don't take care of my skin. It makes my skin look like I just have texture where I don't have texture, and it looks horrible. I remember when they first came out with this, and I feel like the formula was different. It could be all in my head. It could be that it was different back then and not now. I don't know, you guys. For me, this is a complete waste of money. It just looks terrible on my skin. So the next one is by LA Colors, and it pains me to put these in here because so many of you like them. These are the liquid eyeshadows that I found at the Dollar Tree. Now, I think I had swatched one in the haul. I don't remember. I will try to link it down below. But these are just not good. And I've tried a lot of liquid shadows, and I do have some that are only $1 like these, but they are good. And so these, I was really thinking like, oh, LA Colors does a lot of things well, like their lip glosses, and they've really stepped up their game on eyeshadows and things like that. These are not good. They're very patchy, streaky, and you know, I would say like, oh, maybe I just got a bad formula, like maybe I got a bad dud, but 3 of them, no, they're just not good. And I know that there are eyeshadows that are $1 to $3 that you could spend your money on that are stunning. Like, they look like you spent a lot more than $1 to $3. So these are something I would definitely pass on, but if these work for you, do you. But I am telling you, if you tried one of the other ones that I'm thinking of right now, and I will link a video down below and put like good liquid shadows for you, you would use these again and be like, girl, you was not lying. So they're just not good. One of the products that I tested out when I was testing out a bunch of new Makeup Revolution stuff, including like the Super Dewy Tinted Moisturizer, was this blurring balm. This is really bad. It doesn't blur anything, and essentially if you have dry skin in areas like your cheeks, your chin, things like that, your nose, this is going to really make it visible. So I don't like this. I've tried, it's horrible. It does nothing for pores. So, which actually leads me to the next product by AOA Studio. This is their Clean Slate Primer, and this is supposed to be a lightweight primer that melts right into your skin, leaving it silky smooth while extending makeup wear. Honey, the only thing this thing did was break me out. Like, I mean, I'm talking, and those under the skin pimples that you cannot pop, all you get out of them is oil. TMI, I know, but they're very painful, and no. They got some good primers, but this is not it. The next product is from Physicians Formula, and I love their butter line. I think they have a lot of great products. I think that those are products that they really do well, until it came to these butter lipsticks. I could not even wear this. I mean, I love the pigmentation. It smells nice. It's creamy, but these literally were all over my teeth. They just slid all over my face. They're just not, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's only been on my hand for a couple of seconds, and it's essentially already melting. I just feel like they're really smeary. They're a real mess. And because of the formula that they are, I can't even apply this correctly to my lips. So I feel like they were going in a good direction, but then they just kind of went a little too far to the right, and they should have went a little more left. Feel me? I think that these would have been great as more of a liquid, or even in, you know, a regular lipstick form, so that you can apply them to the lips inside the lines. Maybe if you try it with, you know, a really good lip liner, maybe they won't bleed. I don't know, but not good. The next product that I actually like the formula of both of these products. So I'm just going to talk to you about them at the same time. They're both from the same brand, Makeup Revolution. One is from a sub diary, which is Revolution Pro, which I'm a huge fan of, and the other one is from just Revolution. So we're going to talk about the CC Perfecting Foundation, which you can see in this window here. I've used quite a bit of this because I do love the formula of this, and I also love the formula of the Super Dewy Skin Tint. What is annoying and frustrating is that Makeup Revolution, Revolution Pro, Makeup Obsession, I Heart Revolution, XX Revolution, all of these brands that are all into one, they make some pretty bomb face formulas like foundations, tinted moisturizers, CC foundations, and things like that. What the problem is sometimes they don't make them all in all shades. Like I think they have 50 shades of their Conceal and Hydrate and their Conceal and Define, and why don't you make them all in all shades, guys? Like I know a lot of times you're testing products out to see how well they're going to do on the market. That's great, but once you see that a lot of people are enjoying that product, hurry up, release the shade because it's really hard to match yourself. Now generally with the skin tint, it doesn't have to be dead on, and that's because it can match so many tones. But with this product, that's not the case. This is way too light, and I'm sorry, but this is not medium tan. I have to do a number on this to be able to wear it, and it is a beautiful formula. It's affordable, but the shade range is crap. Again, and I can't say that Makeup Revolution knows better because they do shades well, but just not in these two products, which is why they wound up in my fails bin, even though their formulas are fantastic, but the shades are so off for me that I don't reach for them much anymore. You know what I mean? So I feel like now we're going into 2021 that absolutely no brand, unless they're a brand new brand that like is literally just coming onto the scene, I feel like none of them have any excuse to not be shade inclusive at this point. I'm sorry, but they don't. Another product that wound up in a fails bin, and I was really surprised by this one. This is the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Long Wear Concealer. They say it is crease proof, has niacinamide, and infinite coverage. It's supposed to have a 16-hour wear and not crease. Unfortunately, this one looks so dry and flaky on me after I just can't wear it. And I was really excited when they came out with this because I loved the original one, but this one, there's something about it. It just makes my under eyes look so dry and crepey. But when you first put it on, it's so creamy and juicy feeling. And I think it's that niacinamide in there. You know, that's a great skincare product. But after it dries down, I just look so dry. And I mean, I've tried mixing this with oil and putting it on the under eye area. It's just not a good product for my dry under eyes. And I mean, look at that coverage. So it's kind of disappointing that it wound up in my fails, but you live and learn. So another product for me that was disappointing from Revolution, and I know it feels like I'm picking on them, but I swear I'm not. They are a favorite brand. Look how many videos I've done on them. This is their Hydrate and Fix Radiance Makeup Fixing Spray. It says it's a long wear, oil control with hyaluronic acid. I really don't like this stuff. I don't feel like it adds any sort of hydration to my makeup once I use it, you know, as a setting spray. There's no radiance to it. It's just kind of meh. So, I mean, if you're going to market something like that, then I expect it to be what it is. Now, if you want an affordable makeup setting spray, and mine's all used up, I'm super sad, but definitely go for the Maybelline Glass Spray. That one is stunning. You want radiance, there you go. But this is just not it. The next two products are from ABH, and I'm sad because one I wanted to work and the other one worked for me at first, but then it was just kind of like, meh. So, first one is their Dewy Set Setting Spray. There is nothing dewy about this on my skin, and I've almost completely used it, and I'm still waiting for my skin to look dewy when I set it with this, so super I mean, this one's like expensive, almost 30 bucks. And I'm like, well, why is my skin not looking dewy with this? Save your money, buy the Maybelline Glass Spray if you want dewy, because this is not it. The next one is their foundation. I absolutely love this. I jumped through hoops to get the right shade because the one I was wearing was way too dark for me. And it turned out after I got this, started wearing it, I was like, why did I obsess over getting this so much? It's not even my favorite. So I don't know, just over time I felt like it didn't look the same on my skin. It's supposed to be like a hydrating kind of a dewy moment, and I guess it's just not. I don't know. In certain areas of my face I feel like it aged me. So I'm still gonna finish it because I spent my hard-earned money on it twice, but you know. So the next one that I really enjoyed, and I believe it was actually in my favorites in 2019, but this is a new one. This is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe this one's a dud. I don't know. You let me know if you had the same problem, but this flakes on me like insane. And I felt like this tube dried up really fast. So I definitely won't be repurchasing it again, but it was just disappointing because my first tube of this, I loved it. Has, you know, a nice wand on it. I love the packaging. The formula was nice. And this is just terrible. So the next one is by W7, which I really love W7. However, this product was not a win for me, and I tried this so many times, you guys. This was supposed to be a dupe for the Benefit They're Real, which is actually a favorite of mine. I have that one. This is their Absolute Lashes, and they did a great job packaging-wise. Amazing job, down to the wand. However, the formula is just not there. So, super disappointing. It wasn't expensive, but I feel like there's so many mascaras at the drugstore that are so affordable that, including this one, but they can't always mimic the high-end one, if that makes sense. I think I was going somewhere else with that, and that thought just kind of like popped in my head. So I don't know. I would splurge and wait till the other one goes on sale, the actual Benefit They're Real. That's what I did, and I just went ahead and bought that one. Some of them they just can't do. It is what it is. So the next product is by Physicians Formula. This is their Natural Defense Total Coverage Concealer. I actually was not going to buy this, and I feel like I wish I would have went with my gut because it's really nothing special. So many people like this too that I saw, and it just really didn't do anything for me. I thought it was going to be like more of a natural finish and kind of look a little, you know, a little dewy under the under eyes. It's just, again, one of those concealers that doesn't really cover well for me, and I feel like it looks really dry. And not to be funny, I love Physicians Formula. You know that if you've been with me for a while, but they're another brand where I'm like, hello, could we be shading closer? I don't know, guys. The next product is from Yes Style, and I got this. This is their Egg Lips Glow Powder. There's nothing glowy about this. I mean, if you look at it, it does kind of give you that like vibe where it's like, ooh, and it's really soft and finely milled, and you can feel that. But as far as a glow, there's a glow there, kind of, but it does accentuate dry spots really bad on the skin. So definitely don't recommend. Another product that I tried is by L'Oreal. This is their Infallible. I absolutely love this, but I cannot find my correct shade anywhere. So anybody knows, help me out. Moving on, the next one is by JCat. This is their Procision Micro Slim Brow Pencil. And this is supposed to be a dark shade. This is supposed to be espresso. This thing is so hard, you guys, that it killed that area where I was trying to, like, you know, get the hair like strokes or even just draw on my brows. It's so painful to use this. And I don't know if maybe I got an old one. I don't know, but I could not use this. And this is not espresso. This is like light brown. So I was kind of disappointed by that. Again, I know they're affordable, but it's still, you spend your money, you expect it to work. The last two products are eyeshadow palettes, and I was really surprised that I only had two this year. One of them is by Wet n Wild, and I won't say the formula is completely terrible and not workable. You can work with this, but the color story makes no sense together, you know. It looks like a kid's palette. And I love Wet n Wild, you guys. I've been using them since I was a kid, and it's a brand that I will continue to use until I'm like, you know. It is scented. It smells a little bit like ice cream, and it does have some fun shades in it. It was cheap, but the color story makes no sense. There's a couple nude shades in here. Most of the shades in here are a shimmer, kind of like a glittery almost. We've got some shade toppers. It's just kind of like, why did I buy this? So, I don't know. The formula in the other one was a lot better. This one, a lot of them feel like toppers, and I don't know. It's just not the greatest quality. I don't know. Why did I buy this one? So the last and final one is actually probably going to surprise some of you, being as I am a huge Profusion fan. And I just want to say, because I know there's several of you here on my channel that love this palette, the reason this is in my fails, it's not that I don't, like, I completely hate it. It's not. The problem is I feel like when you're going from their larger palettes and the new $5 palettes that they came out with, the smaller, I think they're 10 shades, those formulas are different than what they put in these palettes. And it is their 21 shade palette. This is Nude Bliss. I'm actually wearing this palette today, and I do like the look that I created, but I still feel like the formula is different in these 21 shade palettes versus the larger palettes or the $5 palettes. I don't know what it is, but they're different. And it was just a little disappointing because I love this color story. It's absolutely beautiful, and I do still wear it, as you can see, but some of these shades in here, their formula is not the same as the ones in the larger palettes. So, oh, I did forget a product. So this one I purchased at Walmart. This is the Skin to You I Missed You Facial Mist and Makeup Setting Spray. It has rose water, sea salt, and witch hazel in it. I just really don't care for this. I don't think it does a good job at setting my makeup. Actually, one day I used this and my makeup started to kind of run. And it was my foundation, my powder, my concealer. It just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And it says a hydrating and soothing mist that can be used under or over makeup to refresh your skin throughout the day or set makeup. I don't recommend this. Alright, you guys, so that is my fails of 2020. List down below, what are your 3 absolute, like, I mean absolute major fails of 2020? I am curious to know. Again, please do not, you know, feel offended if any of these products work for you. I think that's amazing, awesome, and I'm glad that they work for you. I really am. Alright, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I want to say thank you, as always, for taking time out of your busy days to come hang out with me. I will see you guys in the next one, and stay safe. Bye, guys.